Politics seem to have spread to include just about anything for better or worse, and in this video I will be discussing video games' strange relationship with politics as well as good and bad example of them being implemented into a video game story. First, the backstory. At the start, video games had no controversies at all, largely due to the simplistic graphics and the fact that they were deemed kids' toys, but that quickly changed when graphics started getting more and more realistic and games started experimenting with more mature tones. A prime example of this is the original Mortal Kombat game, which showed gore in a way never before experienced in video games and was such a standout title in terms of appealing to a more mature audience that it led to the creation of the ESRB, the United States Ratings Board for Video Games. While still reaching new heights in terms of graphics as well as violence, it did not reach its pinnacle until Rockstar Games produced Grand Theft Auto 3 Vice City and San Andreas, which saw unprecedented levels of media coverage. And now a good example of politics in games is Mafia 3, which gets politic within its setting by making you a black man in a historically accurate depiction of 1950s America. A bad example of this would be The Division 2, in which the developer said it wasn't even political but got negative backlash from games media for quote trying to play both sides by saying it isn't political but having you play the game in and around some of America's most recognizable political buildings. In conclusion, I think can be good for some games but bad for others depending on what kind of game you're making, and not all games are political, and whether a game becomes political is up to the developer, not the consumers, to decide.